What is purpose? Is purpose an overpraised illusion, or simply a subtler chain teaching us to believe in versions of ourselves that were never ours to begin with? The ideals on how to best support those with significant disabilities are always evolving with our growing understanding. In the late 19th century, the state of Maryland worked to improve conditions for those living with mental disabilities, to have mental hospitals accessible for children who need severe mental care. They called them asylums. (1888) was the establishment of the Maryland Asylum and Training School for the Feeble-Minded. In trade for manual labor, the state prepared this space to care for 700 boys, ages 7 to 17, with developmental challenges. The focus being educating these children on how to be self-sufficient and ready for rehabilitation into society upon their departure at age 17. The intention being, no child gets left behind. Turn-of-the-century philosophies evoked the name change to the Rosewood State Training School. By 1914, the boys were taught agricultural skills, producing their own vegetables, livestock, and dairy, setting them on the path to being productive members of the community. Within the same year, a girls' dormitory opens with a capacity for 260 young girls. The girls were taught skills like sewing, providing clothing, tablecloths, curtains, and other fabrics used on the farm. A cloak of safety swiftly shifts to false promise, awakening the quiet storm inside. The school's approach alters amidst the aftermath of World War II. It quickly became a hideaway to institutionalize people for life.
You can see now this would limit the choice of companions as well as other choices.
Is this necessary?
Well, let's say it's an easier way of handling people and knowing where they are or should be.
All age restrictions were lifted in 1950. Hundreds are waitlisted, morbidly awaiting the chance of an open quarter at the hand of a patient's last breath. The surrounding community voiced its concerns. The Baltimore Sun deemed the institution to be a shame upon Maryland, publishing the article as the worst story to be told by the Sun. One patient exhibited self-inflicting behaviors, where he forcefully struck his head against the wall. His head fracture was written off as a history of running into walls. But the eye-level indentions that line the walls unveil a truth much darker. The state reports, quote, approximately 1,250 children are in custody at Rosewood. This census included those of all ages. Some of these patients were over 70 years old. The hospital integrated in 1956. The population grew too quickly for the 204 staff members to properly mediate and maintain. The original capacity for 700 children was overwhelmed by overcrowding. Out of the 1,200-some patients, only 156 were receiving any type of practical education. The once self-sustaining land seemingly abandons its purpose. In one last attempt from the state, the name takes its final form in 1969, the Rosewood Center. This could no longer be recognized as any type of school. Even still, the facility's expansion was not able to maintain the rapid growth of the residents. Conditions worsened, malpractice heightened. After decades of scandal, Rosewood officially closed its doors in 2009. no longer allowed to hide behind the shadows.
She will be the 6th resident from Rosewood they have helped to deinstitutionalize in the past 2 years.
Hi! Welcome, Josephine!
Josephine Mans lived here since August 26, 1957.
Yet, the unnamed graves from the past still disappear in the night. The wind whispers softly of secrets needing to be unburied. The remaining buildings sit draped in moss, awaiting its next victim to the thorns. The splintered windows shine light upon the dust that's infested its interiors, standing like forsaken props from a horror film, structures where time itself seems to hold its breath. An underground tunnel system lies beneath these buildings, used to transport the deceased, keeping them out of sight, keeping them out of mind. If only shadows could talk. After a decade of decay, the $35 million valued land is sold. Stevenson University acquires 117 acres of the Rosewood Center in 2017. Only a sliver of forest separates the university from the asbestos-ridden ruins. After demolishing nearly 20 of the main campus buildings left from Rosewood, the university opened its new East Campus in 2023, a space for athletes and the community to come play. A freshly painted mural placed on top of a forgotten canvas. Soil samples show evidence of arsenic. No report has been publicly released since 2018. Every story holds an answer. With hope for the future, we learn from the past. Many years of planning must lie ahead to ensure safe measures in which to conduct for the greater good, leading us to remember that community is the leading factor of life itself.